Welcome to Techstination. Joining us are Marc Alexander, co-founder and Chief Product and Technology Officer at Lifx, and CEO Tim Peters. Thank you for joining us, gentlemen.
Thanks, Fred. It's good to be here.
Thanks, Fred.
Marc, let's start off with you. Lifx is a young company in the smart home space doing lighting. And how'd you get this started? What was the idea behind it?
We got started almost 7 years ago now with kind of a wild idea at the time, which was to combine Wi-Fi and the internet and light bulbs. It hadn't been done before. We put together a marketing video, put it on a crowdfunding platform, Kickstarter at the time, which was fairly early. That was hugely successful, and we all really jumped on board at that point and began to design and develop the final product to release it to all those customers. We shipped it about a year later and just kept growing into success since then, and we just keep doubling in size.
Can you take us back one step to how this seed formed? What was the scenario where you decided to do this? Were you out drinking with the mates, or this was born in Australia, we should say?
Yeah, we were founded originally in Melbourne, in Australia, and I must say it did come from a fairly simple idea in our team of not really getting out of your chair to adjust the lighting and to control what was happening there. So.
And using the clapper just seemed so old-fashioned. Okay.
Correct. Yes. Yeah.
Terrific. So you've grown now to 50 people and competing all over the place.
Yeah, that's correct. We have a US headquarters in Silicon Valley. We have a R&D and development office in Melbourne in Australia. We're all across UK and Europe, and quite a number of other countries in the world now.
And this must be really rewarding to see what's going on, even though it's still brutal to be in business, I'm sure.
Yeah, it is wonderful, and we have a great team. Our team is absolutely amazing on every aspect of what we work on.
Tim, let's turn to you and talk about where Lifx is today and the breadth of product that you're introducing, and you're really aiming at trying to bring things that are unique to the marketplace.
Yeah, that's right. Things have evolved a lot from the early start that Marc described. We started out.
It's not just a light bulb that's connected to Wi-Fi.
No, not at all. So it started that way with a single product, and then over the course of the last 3 to 4 or 5 years, we've expanded our product portfolio significantly. So our goal has been to be able to fill every socket in the home, but also to provide a significantly differentiated experience. So not just a light that turns on and off, but the best colors, the most vibrant colors, capabilities that are unique. We have products that provide infrared illumination, so light bulbs that make invisible light for security cameras, so very unique capabilities. And then recently we've been expanding beyond sockets and going into more of the home decor space. So we have products like our Lifx Z Strip, our beam, our tile. These are products that people use to accent their homes and really just bring the Lifx experience out of a socket.
Well, let's describe some of those products because they're really beautiful. For instance, if people haven't seen tile and beam, tell us what they are.
Yeah, these are amazing products. So the easiest way to describe this is it's a panel of light. It's something that you can use to highlight features in your home and really treat it as a work of art. And what we've tried to do is differentiate ourselves from anything else that's out there. So we've been focusing a lot on zoned color capabilities, which basically means that it's one thing to be able to change color, but it's another thing to be able to have 60 different colors simultaneously and change those in unique ways. And it just brings a whole different ambiance to the home.
I mean, what we're looking at now is like a flame effect on the panels.
Yeah, that's right. So there's nothing else out there that can do something like this. And besides just adding color, you're able to create effects like fire, for example, or color morphing and so forth. And today we're actually highlighting something that we like to do, which is delight our customers. And we plan ahead sometimes with latent hardware capabilities. And so with the tile, we're actually going to be activating touch capabilities. And we've actually shipped every product with the hardware necessary to do this. So it's a very Tesla-esque approach where you've got this product product you love, you go to sleep, you wake up the next day and it does something it couldn't do before.
Surprise.
Surprise. That's right, surprise.
All right, so tell us about the touch capabilities. What can people do?
Yeah, so right now with the first release, you'll be able to tap the tile to change through scenes, so cycle through scenes, and you'll be able to double tap to turn the tiles on or tiles off. You can already, though, start to see that there's a lot of different things you could do, and we're planning to be surprised by our customers. I think we're going to find out there's a lot of things you could do. People have talked about games and other types of things that could be activated by simple taps.
Very interesting. And what else are you showing here at CES?
Yeah, so we're giving an early preview of a new product coming out in Q3, which is our candle product. So this is a product targeted at the types of fixtures that are used in ceiling fans, candelabras, and so forth. And again, we're the experts in zone color. So unlike any other candle product out there, we've actually been able to miniaturize our color zoning capabilities into a candle form factor. And so all of the amazing things that you can get in a larger piece like our tile, we're able to shrink down into a candle. So you can actually do things like flame flicker on a candle product as well.
An awful lot of fun. And you're doing this in a way that is designed to make it easy for consumers. That's a key piece of the puzzle here. So tell us a little bit more. Maybe we'll turn back to you, Mark, to tell us the philosophy is the bulb is all you really need to get started here.
Yeah, that's correct. We've had a very strong philosophy from the start that you should be able to take one home and connect it and use it immediately afterwards.
There's no hub involved.
Correct. There's no hub. It really is just that one unit that you need to start.
Step us through the setup process so that people get an idea.
Yeah, no problem. So yeah, it's extremely easy, and that's been the goal. And as Mark said, the philosophy of no hub is very, very strong with us. We believe you have a hub in your house already. It's called Wi-Fi, and you did an amazing job trying to cover your house with Wi-Fi. Why would you put another hub in between? And so the installation is literally as simple as screwing in a light bulb. So unscrew your old light bulb, screw in our light bulb, connect your phone through our app to the light, and you're now connected. It's that easy. It takes about a minute to set it up.
Very cool. And the control is through an app, and a lot of your effort goes into not just making the physical products, but the software side. That's really important.
Yeah, so it's two things I'd say. So one is the app. So our team works very hard on making it easy and simple to access the capabilities of the product, to change color, to take advantage of the zoning. For example, we have capabilities that we like to call paint with light. So you're actually able to color on the app and see the light reflected on the product that you're accessing. So the app is one approach, and then the other is we work very closely with our partners on the voice side. So Amazon, Google, Apple, Microsoft, and so forth to support voice control as well. And I was
going to say, I mean, you started this idea preceded the whole concept of controlling this stuff by voice, but that has turned into, I guess, one of the key selling points for you.
Yeah, that's right. We love the voice assistants, and I guess the best way to describe it is voice assistants create this virtuous cycle of purchase of our products. So it works like this. A light is the most common product connected to a voice assistant. It's very easy to use. It's very easy to see the value. You immediately can control it. It's easy to understand. You set it up and you realize, I like this, and then you look around your room and you say, I need more than one light. So then you buy more lights, and then you love controlling your lights with voice. So then you go into your next room and you say, oh, I need a voice assistant. So then you buy another voice assistant, and then you go, I need more lights. And it repeats and it repeats and it repeats. So that's really been our focus, is getting people to try the two together.
And I guess there are some real advantages that you have with the bulbs and the tiles, et cetera, over the concept of using a smart plug.
Yeah, that's right. I think there's a use case for a smart plug. It's on-off. That's it. So with replacing your actual light sockets with connected lights, there's so much more that you're able to do, from the color changing effects and so forth. And so we see that there's a reason for a smart plug, but we're really approaching lighting with the light bulb approach. We think it's going to be a much better experience for the customers.
Well, and another issue is that a lot of the lighting in a home or an office isn't plugged into the wall. It's in a ceiling fixture or another type of fixture.
Yeah, that's right. And I think once you see the value of smart lighting, you start to want to replace every light. And so if you're in a situation where you can't replace some of your lights that way, then I think people would get frustrated. So we've really been focusing on the light bulb approach.
And let me ask you this, are there any limits to the number of bulbs that you can have in your home? Are you limited by the capacity of your Wi-Fi router? Or I don't know how you're taxing that capability in the home.
To some degree, yes, but the limit is now in the hundreds, so far in excess of the average number of light sockets that are in a home. That was different 5 years ago. There were some very early generation Wi-Fi routers that would support, say, 30 or so, but today, with the last generation of Wi-Fi routers over the last 2 years and
the mesh networks
the
that
mesh
are out there.
network ones, it's an outstanding experience.
Any thoughts about where you want to go from here?
Ooh. Where to start?
Are you sticking with lighting, or are you looking at other areas too?
Well,
You've got a great name, Lifx. You can do almost
I know,
anything.
I know. Well, to some degree, we're sticking with lighting. That's how do I put it? To some degree, we're sticking with lighting, but we want to create the most inspirational and enjoyable and constant lighting experiences in the home, and that might mean some non-lighting products as well, but they're all about making your journey with lighting and your daily life much easier.
Well, congratulations to both of you on everything that you're doing here. For more information, folks can go to lifx.com. It's Lifx.com. Marc Alexander and Tim Peters, thanks for taking the time with us.
Thanks, Fred.
Thanks, Fred.
Now this. How many companies out there have continued to innovate when it comes to building a better radio? I'm Fred Fishkin, host of Techstination, and I'm here to tell you about the new CC Skywave SSB radio from the wonderful people at C. Crane. Bob and his crew really love radio, and it shows in this new compact model that is packed with features. Beyond great AM and FM reception and sound, you can tune into shortwave signals from around the world. Listen to ham radio operators, aviation, and more. It's the radio you'll turn to every day and in emergencies. It will run for nearly 3 days on just 2 AA batteries. Pair the sleep timer with the new Soft Speaker 3, and you've got the perfect radio for your nightstand. Of course, it can wake you up too. Click on C. Crane at Techstination.com and put in the code Techstination for a free flashlight with your order. They love radio, and you'll love C. Crane.